Welcome to another Junior Hurricanes hockey game. Hurricanes coming off a 4-1 loss to Blue Water yesterday. Currently on a little bit of a skid, losing 3 of their last games. Their opponents today are the Windsor Wildcats. Wildcats losing to Nepean yesterday 2-1. Everyone gets their helmets back on. We're getting ready to go. Hurricanes win the face-off. McDonald will pick it up in the neutral zone. Throw backhander in the far end. Langis first on the puck. She puts it around to the other side. Ho will chip in. Kruzich digs at the puck. And Langis will pull it out. Tries to go D to D, but hits the stick and goes out to the neutral zone. McDonald over to Ho. Back to McDonald. McDonald up the middle to Kruzich. She gets that pass and shovels it into the zone. Puck comes around the boards. Gets out. The Wildcats go for a change. Goins through the middle. That's cut off. The puck bounces out and Peddle picks that puck up. Windsor retreating in their own zone. Goes D to D. Mazi there. Pick off that pass. And hand pass called, and that faceoff's going to come outside. Mazi wins the draw back. Aquino kicks it up to her stick and puts that into the end. And that was on the wrong side of center. That'll be icing. It'll come back into the Mississauga zone. Windsor wins the face-off, comes to the point, the shot, blocked in front by Mazi. Back behind the net, Mazi with some speed. She looks far side for Peddle, picks it up off the boards. Goes wide, throws the puck towards the net, first shot of the game. Was stopped by the Wildcats goaltender. Pasma at the point, goes D to D, Ho can't handle that, comes out. The Wildcats will get that into the Mississauga end. Peddle from behind her own net, up the boards to Aquino. Can't quite get a handle on that pass. And the Wildcats will turn it back. Puck recovered. Moved into the neutral zone. Pasma will put that puck back into the Wildcat end. Zunn on the forecheck and Soja. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. McDonald will have it. Moves over to Makokis. Makokis quickly up to Zunn. Zunn pinned on the boards. Soja coming in to help out. Puck kicked back there and he'll pick it up. Tries to move it back to Zunn in the corner. The Wildcats will throw it around to the other side where McDonald is. McDonald puts it out in front of the net. The Wildcats are clear. Makokis can't kick that back up to her skate. Gets it far to Theron. Theron's going to cut back to the middle. She's by herself. She makes a couple moves, turns back, and will go off for a change herself. Peddle brings that in, but that's offside. 17-12 into the left to go in the first. Still 0-0. Face off. Comes back to Pasma. Pasma to Goins. Goins quickly up the boards to Makokis. Makokis will poke that puck in. And the Wildcats will throw it back into the neutral zone. Pasma now on her backhand. Moves it over to Goins. Goins back to Pasma. She's got some time. She throws the puck far side to Peddle. Peddle gains his zone. Moves across to Fabro. Fabro gets a shot blocked. And Pasma gets a second chance, and then that puck is cleared. Wildcats go for a change. Puck moved up quickly to Fabro. She cuts across, drops for Kruzich. She's got a lane to the net. Drives hard, flips the puck in, and scores! Annabelle Kruzich opens the scoring. 16:25 into the first, and Mississauga's up 1-0. Face-off winning by Langis to McDonald. McDonald chips up the boards. Wildcats throw it back the other way. And Ho will have to come back into her own end to recover that puck. She stops up, moves up the boards. To Lecuyer, chips it. The Wildcats bring it outside the zone and throw it back in. There's delayed offside. McDonald will take advantage of that, but misses Lecuyer with a pass. And that'll go the length of the ice for icing. And they'll have to bring it all the way back into Mississauga zone. Langis, face-off won by Windsor. D pushes it in, chases it down. McDonald stops her behind the net. Puck out to Lecuyer. And Windsor turns it back the other way. The shot blocked by Gloins. Kicked out in front. Puck comes to the Wildcats in front of the net. On an unlucky bounce, and they're on the doorstep. Number 39 will pot that one. And quickly, it's a 1-1 game, 15:35 into the first. A crazy bounce off the backboards and hits the skate, goes back in front. And the Wildcats standing right there on the doorstep, puts it in. Loins turns it back the other way. Stays in the rush with Peddle. Peddle puts it towards the net. And the Wildcats goaltender will cover up for a faceoff. Face-off, one to the boards. Wildcats move to the other side. Pasma chips in, stops that exit, and then Peddle gets knocked over. Big hit. No call on the play. And they'll bring the puck in offside, and Soja on the face-off, wins it to the boards. Comes back to Pasma. Pasma goes wide to Zunn. And that play will be offside as well. Mississauga wins it back to Pasma. Pasma will skate that up. Gains the zone, but again, another skate offside. I think that's the fourth offside already in the first 5 minutes for Mississauga. A little anxious getting into the zone. Face off one by Mississauga. Back to McDonald. Up to Fabro. Fabro will flip that puck in. And Makokis will chase it down. Mazi and Makokis in the corner. Puck comes up the boards and it'll be flipped out in the neutral zone. Wildcats on it. McDonald there though to cut that off. She'll pick that puck up, bring it around. She's got some room, she'll skate it. Moves it wide to Mazi. Mazi pucks off her stick, but she sticks with it and chips it down. Mazi and Fabro can't come up with the puck and it's flipped the length of the ice. Hand up for icing. And the Wildcats will be charged with an icing. Langis wins that draw back. The Wildcats jump on that. Goes wide, number 9. The Pasma's there to cut that off. Takes her player to the boards. Langis pass to the far side. Kruzich can't handle that. And it'll come back into Mississauga zone. Loins up to Lecuyer. It rolls off her stick. Chases it down, chips it in. And Langis and Lecuyer are chasing down the corner. Langis out to Kruzich and another shot. And a nice blocker save by the Windsor goaltender. Kruzich with another great chance for her second of the game. Langis wins the face-off. Kruzich can't find the puck in her skates. And McDonald will pick it up at the blue line. She'll skate it in. Stops up, moves it back to the point. Oh, can't quite handle that. Comes out. And the Wildcats will come onto that. Turn over the neutral zone. Langis has got some room. She'll get into the zone. Fire a shot in and a blocker save. Puck goes around. And the Wildcats will just chip that out. And that'll go the length of the ice. Not far enough for icing. Makokis drops back for Ho. Ho up the middle. It's Peddle. So that bounces off her stick and the Wildcats step it back in. Up the wing. Mazi can't handle that. Wildcats turn it back. Forehand shot towards the net and that goes through the crease and out the other side. Wildcats throw that to the middle of the ice. Nobody there, and Peddle will take that opportunity to chip it up to Aquino. She's got some speed, cuts back to the middle. Shot, low cut, and a nice pad save. Second one, and Peddle follows up and puts in the rebound on the third shot in the sequence. Aquino gets a nice shot. The Windsor goaltender slides the pad across, puck comes out. Peddle gets one shot at it, comes right back to her, and she puts in the second. A little more life with this Mississauga team today. Wildcats win the face-off. Back to the D. They go D to D. Try to move it up to the neutral zone. Mississauga cuts that off. Mazi trying to check, pull a puck off of Wildcat player. And they'll move it up through the middle. Makokis back. Well, comes off her stick. Quick shot towards the net, and that's deflected up and over the net. So with 12 minutes left to play, Mississauga has scored again to make the score 2-1. Face off, one to the boards, behind the net now. Oh, quickly up to Zunn. Zunn's got some speed. She'll try and take the puck in, and she's cut off there. Aquino and Mazi drawing assists on that last goal. Zunn throws it back in towards the net. It doesn't get it to go. And the Wildcats will dump it down the length of the ice. No icing called. And Ho will start from behind her own net to Pasma. Pasma's got some room. She's going to skate it up. Moves it up to Soja. Soja puts it towards the net. Doesn't quite pick it up. Soja gets the puck first, and she's turned it into the boards. They stick with it. Wildcats just trying to get it up the boards. They move it to the middle, into the neutral zone, and they'll turn it up themselves. Good back check by Theron will stop that attempt. Drop pass by Makokis to McDonald. McDonald back to Makokis. McDonald will go to the net, and Makokis just misses McDonald on the back door. McDonald chases back. Good back check. And Aquino, she'll turn up. Goes wide, cuts back to the middle, throws a puck towards the net, and that's hit Wildcat player in front. The Wildcats quickly throw it back out. Pasma up the middle, hits Makokis, jumps over her stick, drop pass, and that's right on Aquino's stick. And she throws the puck at the net, and a big stop by the Wildcats goaltender. So a good forecheck by Mississauga is causing some turnovers. They're getting some decent chances. Scrum along the boards. The Wildcats will come out with it. They move it to the middle. Good stick by Makokis, but it goes right to the Wildcat player. And they'll just try and backhand it into the front of the net. That's cut off. And Pasma will turn it back up. Makokis across to Aquino. Aquino's got some room. She'll try and take a shot. Rolls off her stick. Goes to the corner. Aquino with it behind the net. Throws it out front. This is Fabro with that. Oh, back to McDonald. McDonald up to Langis. Langis steps over, drops from McDonald. McDonald takes a shot and goes off the stick and wide. Kruzich has the puck right at the blue line. She keeps it in. The Wildcats will give it back up. And Lecuyer will try and pull it off the board. She backhands it back to Langis. Langis tries to put it towards the net. Kruzich tries to put it out front. Lecuyer moves it to the point. And McDonald will take a shot that's deflected to the corner. Kruzich on her backhand. Brings it back around. Langis in the corner with it. She's pushed off the puck. Wildcats just throw it up the boards, and Kruzich is there. Kruzich tries to go across for Lecuyer, and that doesn't get across, but Langis picks it up, throws it towards the net, and that just missed the corner. And the Wildcats throw it out into the neutral zone, try and get a change. Makokis has got some room, and it rolls off her stick, and so she drops for Kruzich. Kruzich now throws a puck towards the net, deflected by Mazi, but just wide. And the Wildcats throw it out into the neutral zone again, and Mississauga turns it back the other way. And Makokis throws one in. And the Wildcats get an opportunity, and that puck gets thrown wide. Lecuyer brings that out to Peddle. Peddle back to Lecuyer. Lecuyer looks, takes a shot right into the glove of the Wildcat goalie. 8:18 to go in the first period. 2-1 Mississauga, and they're pressing for more. Face off one to the boards. Pasma trying to dig it out. And the Wildcats will bring it behind their own net. They go wide to the boards. That's chipped down to the neutral zone. Ho's there to stop that. Mazi to Aquino. Aquino will draw it back. Drops to Pasma. Pasma across to Ho. Ho, our side to Mazi. Mazi picks that up. So she goes to far side. Drops the puck. Pasma towards the net. Aquino with a quick shot on net. A pad save. Back to the neutral zone. Mississauga turns it back again. Mazi to Aquino. Aquino get that puck deep. And a shot off the boards comes right out to Peddle. Peddle throws the puck on, and Wildcat goaltender has to jump on that, or Aquino would have had one. Puck one to the boards. Darren wins that and picks it off, tries to get to the front of the net. Just loses the handle on it. Makokis throws it up the boards. Zunn and Soja collide and still both stay up. The puck's back and forth, and the Wildcats will dump it into the Mississauga end. McDonald up the boards to Theron. Theron to the middle. Soja chips that puck by a player. The Wildcats send it back into Mississauga end. Makokis up to Zunn. Zunn tries to go through the middle, picked off. The Wildcats get a shot. Hepburn kicks that one out to the corner. Goins, another shot towards the net. A big glove save by Hepburn. Zunn behind her own net. Move to the other side to Goins. Goins cuts the middle, moves it across. Back to Zunn. Zunn sees Makokis on the far side. Makokis takes a shot from a wide angle, and that goes high all the way around the boards and out. Peddle tries to throw that back in, and it goes off a Wildcat stick and out of play. .620 to go. The first period, 2-1 Mississauga. Face-off win. Back to Gloins. Gloins to Pasma. Back to Gloins. Gloins up the boards to Peddle. Peddle throws one to the middle. And the Wildcats pick that up and just throw it back into the neutral zone. Pasma Stops the play from getting into the zone. The Wildcats were able to chip it in, and she'll pick that puck up behind her own net. Looking far side, hits Peddle. Peddle can't handle that. The Wildcats throw it back the other way. Loins over to Pasma. Pasma throws one in the middle. Goes through a couple sticks. Langis now with it. Rolls off her stick, goes towards the net. And the Wildcat goalie will cover up for a face-off. Face-off, one of the boards. Lecuyer will pick it up. She throws it to a point. On her backhand, throws that back down in the corner. And Kruzich will come out and try to center a pass. Does, and Langis chips one on the net and it deflects over the other side. McDonald keeps that in. She stays down and helps the forecheck. Two battling behind the net. The Wildcats come out with a puck. Try to go up the boards, but McDonald stays on her check. And they eventually get into the neutral zone, but no further. Ho turns it back the other way. She cuts to the middle of the ice. Can't get to her forehand for a shot. And Kruzich will turn it back up. Drop it back to Ho. Pull up on the wing to Lecuyer. Lecuyer will step in. Make a nice little moves to get around, but can't get back to the puck. And the Wildcats will throw it back into the neutral zone. Loins quickly up to Kruzich. Kruzich back to Lecuyer on the wing. Lecuyer skates in, tries to poke that to the front of the net. Kruzich backhand can't get to the front. The Wildcats will charge it out. They move it out to the wing. Makokis drives her check into the corner. Mazi there to help out. And she'll pull the puck out of their scrum, skate it to the other side. Hits Aquino. Aquino cuts to the middle. Makes a couple moves, gets over the red line, dumps a backhander into the far end. Peddle on the forecheck, and Aquino's knocked down. And the Wildcats will throw the puck to the other end on an icing, and it gets waved off. Puck goes towards the net, and Hepburn steers that to the corner. Peddle over to Mazi. Mazi through the middle. Mazi cuts back one way, then the other. Takes his shot, and that deflects up and over the net, and out of play. 3:39 to go in the first period. 2-1 Mississauga. Off one. Peddle with a shot that hits some shin pads. Just quick to try and get that back. The Wildcats will turn it back the other way and they'll skate it through the neutral zone. Pasma steps up, stops that. She's cross-checked to the ground. Puck comes the other side. Pasma tries to go wide. That hits somebody and the puck comes to the middle. Mississauga recovers. Chips up the boards. Mazi will cut to the middle, but a stick by the Wildcats will stop that. And they'll throw it back into the zone. Over to Pasma. Up the middle, and Aquino will skate that out. Moves it up to Zunn and go for a change. Zunn forechecking. Theron comes in to help out. The puck is chipped out. Makokis will bring it back into her own end, looking for an outlet. Sees Zunn. Zunn backhand to Soja. Soja steps in, moves over to McDonald. McDonald with a shot. And a big stop by the Windsor goalie. Lots of good puck movement. Lots of good chances. Puck one to the board. Zunn back to the point. McDonald throws the puck on net and it's steered to the corner. Theron takes a shot from just outside and that goes just up and over the net. Zunn on the boards, tries to bring it back. The puck will get over the line. The Wildcats will skate it out and try and chip it in. Makokis D to D to McDonald. McDonald up the boards. Theron chips to the middle and that'll get out. Mississauga will regroup in their own ends. Aquino picks it up. She'll circle back, find some room. Zunn and Aquino on the forecheck. Far side. Pasma up to Fabro. Fabro in the corner. She sees Pasma. Pasma skates in, takes a shot, and that sticks to the Windsor goaltender. Face off on the corner. The Wildcats will bring it behind their own net. They'll stop, try and go the other way. And it doesn't get out. And Makokis will chip that. A weird bounce off the boards. Comes to Aquino. Aquino throws something towards the net. As the goalie slid over, knocked the goal off. And a whistle will come, and it'll be a face-off in the Windsor end. Face off one to Aquino. Aquino from the top of the circle takes a shot. It's blocked. But Gloins is there to keep that in, and she'll throw that in the other corner. Pasma, D to D to Gloins. Gloins with a shot deflected. As Makokis is going to the net, she was tripped up. A hit in the corner on Fabro. Whistles are away today for the penalties for sure. Gloins chips one behind the net. Fabro with it. A little under a minute to play now. Puck thrown to the other side. Pasma can't quite get a reach on that. And the Wildcats will flip that into the end. They'll be the first on it in the corner. The drop pass isn't there. And Makokis will move it up to Fabro. Fabro with a little bit of room. She'll skate in and take a shot. And that's blocked by the Windsor player. Oh, at the point, can't keep it in. McDonald there. And the puck is thrown back to the other end. Oh, 25 seconds left to go. Kruzich, far side to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got some room. She'll skate in. Tries to take a shot. Rolls off her stick. Back to the point. Ho. 10 seconds. Takes a shot, and that's gloved by the Windsor goalie. And held for a face-off. Just under 10 seconds left in the period. Face off put towards the net. That just goes wide. Kruzich throws one right past. At the point, McDonald takes a shot. That hits the post with 2 seconds left. Then goes into the corner. And Mississauga was that close to making it 3-1 before the end of the first, but that'll do it. 2-1, end of one for Mississauga. Welcome back to the second period. Mississauga out shooting the Wildcats 17-4 in the first. No penalties on either side. Just 5-5 hockey all the way through. Mississauga will start the period with a 2-1 lead. By the Wildcats, they'll get the red line and throw it into the zone. Hepburn steers that to the corner. Oh, up the boards. Kruzich falls, but Langis is able to kick that puck out into the neutral zone. The Wildcats get it, and they'll throw it back in. Oh, gloves that down. The backhand pass to Kruzich is picked off. Along the boards, Langis up to Lecuyer. Lecuyer can't quite handle that. The puck will go into the corner. She'll try and throw it to the front. Langis, puck sticks in the water. She overskates that. The puck comes back into the neutral zone. Makokis across to Goins. Goins goes far side to Kruzich. Kruzich chips by. Chases that down. And the Wildcats will fire that back down to the neutral zone. Backhand pass. And the puck in the neutral zone, chipped in. Aquino will chase that down. Wildcats will fire it back. Makokis up to Aquino. Chases that down into the corner. She throws a puck on net and it's steered to the corner. Comes around the net. Tries to go back. And the Wildcats will chip that out. Still a little bit of water on the ice. Puck keeps getting stuck. Wildcats chip that in, and Makokis will come from behind her own net. Puck pops out. Dangerous spot, so Hepburn will jump on that. And there'll be a face-off in the Mississauga zone. Face-off chip, quickly shot on Hepburn. Quick blocker save and a cover. Puck poked towards the net, and the center just threw the puck right towards Hepburn, and she's quick to stop that. Windsor wins it again, and just as suspected, Mississauga will get the first penalty, and a cheapie on for tripping. Yep. So the Wildcats will go to their first power play of the game. 18-15 to go. Puck in the corner. Wildcats are trying to pull it out. McDonald loses her stick. He jumps back into the play and then picks off a pass, and she'll chip it out. Aquino off on her. And the Windsor goalie will come out and play that. They'll go D to D. Aquino's still there. Trying to get that puck out. They'll have to circle back again. Mississauga will make a quick change, and Soja will try and chase that down. Trying to exit the zone. Wildcats got to circle back again. So Pasma, 2 minutes for tripping. And Mississauga is able to keep it good 30 seconds in the Windsor zone. Windsor tries to get it in, and Goins fires that down the length of the ice, and Windsor will have to start from their own end again. Quick pass up. The neutral zone. Drop to the D. They'll carry it in. And Makokis will dump that the length of the ice. 40 seconds to go on the Windsor power play. Back in, up the boards. From the corner comes the point. Shot. And a glove save by Hepburn. by the Wildcats at the point. They'll dump it down around the other side. First on it are the Wildcats. They go back around the net. Ho jumps on that. She'll try and pin it in the corner. And the Wildcats will walk out, go to the front of the net, shot, blocked. And then Hepburn comes up with a big stop, and it sticks to her. 4 seconds left to go on the power play. Face off, one to the boards. Wildcats will try and throw it to the front. Langis tries to clear. It's thrown back in the end. McDonald will come back into the corner. She'll throw it up the boards. Kruzich goes to the other side. Lecuyer will pick it up. She throws it back the other way. McDonald will chip it up the boards in the neutral zone. Kruzich has it. Moves it along the side. Lecuyer can't get past her. Comes back to the neutral zone. Langis turns it back. She puts it into the corner. Kruzich behind the net. Throws it out front. Nobody there. Makokis now with it in the corner. Peddle from behind the net. Moves it to the point. Pasma throws it up the boards. And the Wildcats will throw that back into the neutral zone. Pasma with some speed. And Mississauga caught on a change. And Aquino can't quite get out in time. That'll be offside. $15-19 to go in the second period. Still 2-1 Mississauga. Wildcats will dump that into the Mississauga end. Pasma from behind her own net. Up the boards, Aquino. Backhand pass. Doesn't get out. And a backhand shot. Hepburn steers to the corner. Behind the net. Peddle has some time. She takes a look. Cuts to the middle. Bars it far side to Aquino. Aquino hits Mazi. Mazi can't pick up the backhand pass. Puck in the corner. Aquino circles. Throws it towards the net. And a pad stop by the goalie. Puts that into the corner. Pasma. Shot far side. Just misses Aquino. Aquino with the backhand towards the net. And Peddle can't quite get a handle on that. Loins gloves the puck in the neutral zone. Mazi touches, and that'll be a hand pass. Face off, won by the Wildcats. They'll dump it in, but Mississauga will gain control. They break out. Theron along the boards tries to chip it in. Zunn. Shot. Walker save. Comes a rebound, and Soja buries it. So a quick turnover in the neutral zone. Zunn takes a shot. A nice blocker saved by the goaltender, but it goes right onto Soja's stick, and she flips it right on the net. (3-1) Mississauga. Hurricanes win the face-off. They go D to D. Up the boards. Zunn chips it in. Soja tries to center. Zunn with it along the boards. She drops it back to Soja. Soja will skate to the middle. Moves it down to Makokis. Makokis from a wide angle takes a shot, and puck goes into the corner. She picks up her rebound, goes back to the front of the net on her backhand. Can't quite get a shot away. Sticks with it. Dumps it back under the corner. So So Zunn and Ho getting the assist. Aquino, shot, that goes wide, off the stick. Goins in the corner, drop it back to Aquino. Aquino throws it back to Goins. Goins cuts the middle on her backhand. Flips, throws a puck to the point, nobody there, and that puck will go all the way down to the Mississauga end. Quickly, Makokis throws it up. Fabro tries to drop for Makokis. And she's trying to get it over. Pasma at the point, backhand. And the Wildcats will get that out into the neutral zone. Goins, far side. Pasma. Pasma's got some room. She throws it backhand to Makokis. Makokis, a shot off the stick. That goes up and out of play. 12:21 to go in the second period. Mississauga scoring just a minute ago to make it 3-1. Face-off one by the Wildcats. They go to the other side. Goins there to pick it off. Langis now with it. She moves it to the front of the net. Can't get a handle on it. Pasma takes a shot and that goes just wide. Wildcats throw up the boards. Goins can't keep that in. That'll go the length of the ice. And that goes far enough for icing. That'll come back into the Wildcat zone for a face-off. Face-off scrambled, goes to the corner. Wildcats hold it in the corner. And the Wildcats will ice it again, but this time it won't be called. Throws the puck up the boards. A lot of players on the ice, no penalty there. Pasma up to Kruzich. Kruzich will backhand that, and that'll go the length of the ice. Into the corner. McDonald will hold it in. And the Wildcats will just back it in, out of the zone. Goes all the way back. Goes to the neutral zone. Dumped into the zone. Aquino will be the first on the puck. Nobody around. She'll come out. She'll take a shot. Scrum in the corner. That gets out and that gets dumped. They'll go down in the Mississauga end. Oh, from behind her own net, moves up to Peddle. Peddle cross ice. Hits McDonald and skates. And the puck's put back into Mississauga end. Oh, quickly throws that into the neutral zone. He'll bounce through. And Aquino's got some room again. She takes a shot. Walker save, comes out back in front. Aquino backhands it. Mazi from behind the net. Can't keep a handle on that. Peddle in to help out. She'll pull it out. She comes up to the half boards, back to corner. Puck towards the front of the net. It doesn't quite get to Aquino. And the Windsor goaltender sticks out the hand and gloves that. And that'll be a face-off. 10:18 left to go in the second period. Halfway through this game, 3-1 Mississauga. Face-off scramble. That goes into the zone. And the Wildcats will turn it back up the other way. They break out wide. Rolls off the stick. Makokis, a nice check. She'll turn back behind her own net. Flips up the board to Zunn. Zunn backhands it past to Soja. Soja quickly up to Theron. Theron up the wing. She'll take a shot. And that sticks to the Windsor goaltender. Have to pick something up off the ice there, but we're good to go. Face off one. Zunn's going to cut in. Can't get handle on the shot. The Wildcats will skate that out. Pasma there. 2-on-1. Now Wildcats coming down. Shot. And a flash of the glove by Hepburn. And she'll hold on for a face-off. Face-off won by the Wildcats. Puck to the point. Pasma's there to stop that shot. She'll jump into the rush. Peddle tries to throw it back across. Goes up and over everybody, but Fabro picks it up. She tries to center. Can't hit Peddle in the middle, and the Wildcats pick that up. And there's a penalty on this play, but I'm not sure who that's going to go to. And it looks like Pasma is going to get 2 minutes for hooking. So the Wildcats will go to their second power play of the period. Already 0 for 1. 9:14 to go. Makokis, good check along the boards. And she'll come out with a puck and throw it the length of the ice. That'll go down on the goaltender. She'll stop it behind the net for the Soja on the forecheck. Soja will pin it behind the Wildcat net. Sorry, Peddle. That was Peddle behind the net. The Wildcats will charge into the zone. No control in the corner. Trying to get something set up. They put it to the middle, and the shot goes just wide. Back to the D. The shot towards the net. Nice stop by Hepburn. The pad. Puck thrown to the middle. And Makokis will clear that the length of the ice. The Wildcats will bring it back up. They'll take a shot. That goes off of Makokis' skate. Kruzich with it behind her net now. Trying to bring it around. She's stopped along the boards. The Wildcats will turn it back. Kruzich picks it right back up again though. And she'll go for a skate. Takes it wide into the zone. Langis now with it. She's going to forecheck hard. She gets that puck right back. Puts to the point. Oh, top slot. Takes a shot. Ricochets on and goes in the corner. Kruzich will bring that in the corner and hold it there. 3 Wildcats trying to pull it free. They get it free. But quickly, Aquino's there. And it's turned back the other way. Kruzich with it. They'll just turn it back. 10 seconds left to go. She throws the puck deep. And that should do it for the second power play for the Wildcats. They're now 0 for 2. Puck in the neutral zone, flip back in Mississauga end. Mazi will turn up. She's got some room, she'll skate it. Cuts into the zone, goes wide, drops it. Nice shot by Aquino. She can't get it through. And the rebound goes to the front. And it's dumped to the far end. Hepburn stops. Makokis loses an edge trying to pick that puck behind the net. She falls, gets up quickly, stops the check from getting to the net. Puck poked out, Peddle on it now. Takes a shot, and that goes into the glove of the Wildcat goaltender. She had Aquino on the far side, was looking. They gave her a straight lane to the net. She took a shot. Always a good play to get that puck to the net. .6:30 to go in the second period. Puck thrown towards the net by Makokis. That goes off a pad into the corner. Zunn with Soja. Soja spins in the corner. She pulls the puck out and goes to the Wildcat. McDonald's there to keep that puck in. Theron, she'll step in, take a shot. Gloved and dropped and quickly pounced on by the Wildcat goalie. Face off. Scrambled. Langis pulls it out. She tries to throw it behind the net and has her stick lifted. The Wildcats will try and get it out to the blue line. But Mississauga Hurricanes are right there. Pecks to Theron. Theron tries to slow it up. Loses it over to Zunn. Zunn quickly flips one towards the net. A big save. Soja back to the point. Makokis has got some room. She walks, throws the puck towards the net, and that just goes wide. McDonald pitches down to keep that puck in. Wildcats pull it behind their own net, come out the other side, try to go up the boards. They can't get a handle on it, and the puck's sent back into the zone. Aquino puts that out the boards, takes a shot, hits the glove, and goes wide. Mississauga with all kinds of chances. Loins, far side will bring it in. Centers, that goes through a couple of sticks. The Wildcats throw that back out into the neutral zone. Tiani Makokis will come back and pick that up. Moves it up the boards to Pasma. Pasma backhand pass to Gloins. Gloins up the boards to Aquino. Pass back to Gloins, and she tries to move it up. The Wildcats will turn them back. Pasma backhand pass. Makokis across to Fabro. Fabro stick handles but loses the handle on it. The Wildcats pick it up. A good stick by Makokis. And Fabro's headed back in the right direction. And bodies all over the place. And the puck's dumped deep behind the Wildcats net. Got some room. They'll skate it up, hit the red line, and dump it deep. McDonald the first on that. She goes D to D. Ho up to Kruzich. Kruzich cross ice to McDonald. She pulls that off the boards, pulls it to the front of the net. Langis on the backhand. Can't get that puck towards the net. She shoves it back behind the net. Kruzich is there. Kruzich pokes it down. Langis now. She tries to center. Kruzich's shot and blocked. Lecuyer will come out. She has a shot. That gets into the zone, into the crease. And Kruzich is there. She'll pot that puck and falls behind the goaltender. She's also knocked down on the play. Kruzich second of the game. (4-1) Mississauga, 3:50 to go in the second period. Face off, one to the boards. Wildcats are on that. They'll dump it in. They charge into the zone. Puck bouncing, thrown towards the net. Peddle turns it up back the other way. Aquino goes wide. She flips it in, but that goes under the bench. Puck to the far side. They can't get a handle on it. Peddle's there. Loses to Aquino. Aquino into the slot. Takes a shot. And Mazi tries to deflect that towards the net. And the goaltender stops that. 3:19 to go in the second period. 4-1 Mississauga. Face off, one to the boards. Aquino with it. She tries to move it to the middle of the ice. He stopped. The Wildcats will get that to her. Lecuyer drawing the only assist on Kruzich's goal. Makokis will circle in the neutral zone. Finds a new lane, and she'll dump that puck deep. Hits the ref on the way in, and it'll stick to the boards. And the Wildcats chip that out. Pasma in a bit of a race. She's pushed off the puck. But they'll get it back behind their own end. Pasma across to Zunn. Zunn goes wide, puts that puck towards the net. Hits the goalie back to the front. Can't hit Theron. Oh, puts a puck towards the net. That's deflected wide. Zunn along the boards. And the Wildcats will chip that puck out. That'll go the length of the ice. And icing's waved off. Soja drops. Pasma now has it. She'll circle back. She'll wait for it behind her own net. Moves up to Zunn. Zunn to the middle. Tries to hit Theron far side. The Wildcat player will stick a stick in there and that puck will go out of play. 1:45 to go in the second period. Mississauga wins the face-off. Mazi will move that up the boards. And they'll come back into the zone. Oh, up to Fabro. Fabro will take that wide. She cuts the net, takes the shot, and that goes just wide. Backhanded into the zone. Pasma, a nice move to get to the middle. Gets to her forehand, takes a shot, and that cups over the shoulder of the goaltender, and Pasma will score. Face off, won by Mississauga. Kruzich on the far side. She'll bring it in. She'll chip it in. Chase it down. She brings it, throws it back up to the point. McDonald there. McDonald throws a shot on net. It's blocked by Wildcat defenseman in front. She tries to clear. Fabro draws the assist on the Pasma goal. Dropped from Makokis. Makokis hits Lecuyer. Lecuyer backhand pass to the middle. Can't quite reach Langis. And that puck is flipped out by the Wildcats. That's going to go far enough for icing. The Wildcats will have to come back in their own end. 28 seconds left to go. The Hurricanes exploding for 3 goals in the last half of the period. Face-off won by Mississauga. Aquino, she drops that pack to Mazi. Mazi on the wing. Pasma gets poked, and that puck will go into the neutral zone. Groins. Back to Pasma. Pasma sees Peddle far side. Peddle will skate that puck in. Takes a shot with 7 seconds left. Doesn't get through. Backhand shot by Mazi goes high and wide. And Pasma tries to throw that to the net with 2 seconds left on the clock. The buzzer will go. And that'll do it for the second period. 5-1 Mississauga on 3 unanswered goals. We're back for the third period. Mississauga will enjoy a 5-1 lead. The Wildcats 0 for 2 on the power play in the second period. The Hurricanes yet to have an opportunity. Face off one to the boards. McDonald will get the red line and dump it deep. Langis along the boards to Kruzich. Kruzich, she's pinned. The Wildcats will flip it up the boards. That'll get outside the zone. Back to Lecuyer, last person back. Across to McDonald. McDonald throws it up the middle. Sits there for Kruzich. Kruzich, she's pushed off the puck. Lecuyer chips that back into the side. McDonald poked that down into the corner. Langis tied up, knocked down. No call there. Oh, we'll get the red line, dump that deep. Kruzich on the forecheck. It's backhanded. Theron will pick that pass off. Go back to the D. D will go D to D. Try to move up the boards. But Makokis tries to move the puck up. That slides off her stick. Loins now will turn back. Back over to Makokis. Makokis up the boards. Hits Zunn. Zunn sidesteps her check. Moves across to Soja. Soja can't get a handle on that, but Theron throws the puck towards the net, and that bounces just wide. Makokis throws that puck on net. Hits the pad and goes to the corner. Soja. Theron trying to help in the corner. Makokis, a shot from the point. A shoulder save. That puck pops back out. And Zunn tries to put the rebound on, goes just wide. Loins pushes that back into the corner. Zunn on that puck. Soja, backhand pass to the point. Loins back to Soja. Soja to the other side. Makokis. Makokis throws another one on net. That hits the top of the pad, goes to the corner. Back to the point again. Makokis throws that to the far side. Theron, they're trying to pick up the back D-to-D pass, but the Wildcats go the other way. And that puck will squeak out into the neutral zone. Makokis turns. And Peddle will pick that puck up. She'll cut through the middle. Makes a couple moves. Has a shot. Takes a shot and that just goes wide. Goes all the way around and out into the neutral zone. Ho picks that up. He goes up the side. Wildcats pick that pass off. Shot in, that goes wide of the net. Pasma, D-to-D to Ho. Ho to Peddle. Peddle will skate that out. Far side for Aquino. Aquino tries to go through the skates, but gets pushed the other way. The Wildcats will come back the other way. They get a weak shot, and Hepburn steers that to the corner. Hard pass up the boards, hits nobody, gets the neutral zone. And Mississauga will cover. Aquino drops for Pasma over to Ho. Ho to the middle. It's a skate. The Wildcats come in, catch the Hurricanes on a line change. Number 11 takes a shot, and Hepburn gloves that. 16:46 to go in the third period. 5-1 lead for Mississauga. Face off, one of the boards. The Wildcats will throw that puck towards the net. Hepburn's got to be sharp. Tiani Makokis brings it around on the boards. She gets stopped trying to get that puck to Fabro. McDonald will get it out though, moves it over to Zunn. Zunn can't get a handle on that. It's flipped back into the zone. Along the boards. Makokis to McDonald. Who's got some room. Tries to hit Fabro up the middle, but again it hits the skate and it goes back into the Mississauga end. Makokis sisters pass back and forth. And the pass goes to the neutral zone. Pops just in and out. And Kruzich will turn, pick up some speed, and she'll skate that puck in. Looking for her third of the game. Flips the puck just wide. Drops the puck for Pasma on the wing. Pasma at the point. She skates across, takes a shot, and it's blocked by the Wildcats. Loins picks up a pass going through the neutral zone. She'll dump that back down in. Wildcat goaltender out to stop that. Up the boards. Pasma to the front. Lecuyer with a shot. That's deflected into the corner. Lecuyer, far side to Pasma. Pasma, quick shot. That's high and wide. Loins picks that up off the boards, goes back into the corner with it, stays with it. She'll walk right out and puts a backhander just wide of the net. The Wildcats will flip that down. Icing wave. So Wildcats are first to get to it, but Lecuyer is quick to get to that check and no chance by the Wildcats. Zunn turns the neutral zone, moves the puck up to Theron. Theron loads up, takes a shot, that goes off a shin pad. Soja kicks that puck out into the neutral zone. McDonald will pick it up, hits Zunn on the far side, and it goes into the end. Wildcats turn back behind their own net. Up the boards. Hose there. And she'll flip that puck back in, but the Wildcats will chip it back out. McDonald's first to that puck. Behind her own net with some speed. Chips up to Theron. Theron goes far side to Zunn on the open wing. Zunn, she's taken down going into the corner. No call there. Puck along the boards. Chipped up to the point. Makokis goes far side. Nobody there. The Wildcats will play it back down in their own end behind the net. Peddle on the forecheck coming in hard. She'll pick the puck up right away. Makes a nice move to get past the check. Can't center. Mazi comes in to help out. To the point. Makokis across to Aquino. Aquino was shot. Gloved. And that puck trickles behind the goaltender. Not enough to get into the net. The Wildcat goaltender falls onto that puck for a whistle. 13:40 to go in the third period. Hurricanes doing a good job of moving the puck to good spots, getting some great chances. Peddle from behind the net. She tries to center. She gets tripped up. Thrown back in the corner. Peddle getting up. First one on that puck. Tries to center to Mazi. That's picked off. She puts it to the point. Loins across to Makokis. Makokis flips the puck on net. And that sticks to the goaltender. Face off one by Mazi to the point. Makokis throws it hard into the corner. That'll go all the way to the other side. 3 Hurricanes on that. They keep that puck in. Peddle fighting along the boards with Loins. Loins will chip that back into the corner. They try and throw it right back up the boards again. Loins is there. She'll throw a puck towards the net, and that's deflected into the corner. Aquino, the first one on that. Mazi and Aquino crisscrossing in the corner. Aquino will come up with it. And a penalty being called. And Mississauga is going to get another penalty. Aquino, head contact. I believe it's only 2 minutes. So the Wildcats will get their third power play of the game. Puck one to the middle. Fabro, the first one on it. She dumps it down and she'll chase it into the zone. First on the puck, she'll circle back, moves it back to Pasma. Pasma back to Ho. Oh, she's going to fire that puck all the way down to the other end. Makokis on her backhand, comes to the front. Back to the forehand backhand, and she'll pot a goal. And a nice move, shorthanded goal by Tiani Makokis on the turnover at the blue line. One Mississauga. Face off one. Back to Sophia Makokis. She flips the puck down the middle. I'll get the length of the ice. Soja on her horse. She'll get there first. Hitting that puck in the corner. Wildcats will pick it out of the skates and they'll skate it up. Right up the middle. Goes to the corner. Up to the point. That puck gets out, but they're not going to call that offside. Into the corner, Makokis chips up to Kruzich. She's got some time. She hits Soja on the move. Splits the defenders. She's going to take that puck towards the net. Can't get a shot on. Spins back the other way. The Wildcats will skate it out. They'll get to the red line and dump it in. Loin's the first on that puck. She's just going to keep the momentum of that puck and dump it the length of the ice. 32 seconds left to go on the power play. Mississauga with a shorthanded goal. Wildcats trying to move it through the neutral zone. That hits the stick, but it comes back to a Wildcat player. They'll bring it to the front of the net. Backhand shot towards the net. Comes to the other side. Nobody can get a handle on it, and the puck goes to the corner. 3 Wildcats and 3 Canes in the corner. 2 seconds left, and that'll do it for the power play. 0 for 3 for the Wildcats. And a nice centering pass. Theron jumps up. Tries to hit Kruzich coming off the bench. A little late to the puck. Kruzich, a nice stick lift. Lose it to Langis. Langis wide. Drops for Theron. McDonald will pick it up. She'll take a shot, and that'll just go wide of the net. Langis behind the net. Gets poked out in front. Langis sticks it to the net. And the Wildcat goaltender will cover that up. .18 to play in the game in the third period. Puck dubs up the boards. A funny bounce gets to the neutral zone. The Wildcats will pick it up. Try to drop it off, and McDonald does a good job of stopping that. And then the Canes will turn it back the other way quickly. Kruzich going wide. Centers the puck. Misses a couple checks, but Langis will get it. She'll drop it to McDonald. McDonald fires. Goalie can't see it through the crowd. She'll put it towards the net, and she'll jump on that puck. Hurricanes definitely playing the right way right now. Lots of puck movement, lots of pucks to the net. Easy. Puck towards the net. Shot, and that's covered up by the goaltender for another face-off. Mazi just pushed that through, went around her defender. Into a puck. Eye on the blocker. And it's saved by the Windsor goalie. Face-off won by Windsor. Throw it to the far side. Puck chipped to the middle. Mazi will skate onto that. Can't get a shot away. Backhand past the point. Pasma throws the puck towards the net. Chipped. And it comes to Aquino. Aquino will pull that puck to her forehand, backhand, and chip that over top the goaltender. And it's 7-1 Mississauga. Pasma up the wing to Aquino. Aquino chips it by. He chases it down. Lifts the stick. Peddle. Drops it for Mazi. Mazi will come across the front. Throws the puck towards the net. Deflects into the corner. Pasma circles. Backhand pass. Gets outside the zone, and that'll be offside. Face off, won by Mississauga. Go over to McDonald. McDonald, the red line. She'll skate that puck in. Skate through a couple of players, but loses a handle on it. The battle along the boards. Comes up to Lecuyer. Lecuyer will skate across the ice. She'll drop the puck. Fabro picks it up, tries to kick it up. She's tackled to the ice. Makokis drops that puck into the corner. Fabro to the point. Oh, she'll take a shot. A little wide. Backhand pass to the middle. Goes past a couple of Canes and they'll go right to the point. McDonald skates into the corner. Throws it back out to Lecuyer. Lecuyer throw a puck on net. Rebound sits there. They can't get a puck towards the net. Oh, throws another one towards the net. And Fabro will pick that up. Fabro tries to drop it back for Ho. Doesn't quite get it through. And the Wildcats break down. Puts it back to the point. Wildcats throw towards the net. That's blocked. Another shot comes through. Hits Hepburn in the chest, and she'll hold them for a face-off. Face-off won by the Wildcats at the point. Slap shot. Steered to the corner by Hepburn. Puck in the corner. Wildcats center it. Makokis is there and she clears it to the side. Zunn steps off the boards with it, chips it to the wall. And the Wildcats will dump it back down. Goins drops for Makokis. Makokis up the boards to Zunn. Zunn will go to her backhand and shovel that into the neutral zone. Theron will pick off the pass. And Theron will cut to the front. She takes a shot. It's blocked. Zunn following up, spins and takes a shot. And that hits the goaltender right into the glove. She'll hold on for a face-off. 7:03 left to go in the third. 7-1 Mississauga. Face-off. One behind the net. The Wildcats, though, will come out with it. A little bit of room. They'll skate it down the ice. Chips a puck on net. And held by Hepburn. Face off, one to the boards. The Wildcats will chip it down. Lifts the stick, tries to pull it to the other side. Puck squirts down on Hepburn. Hepburn will cover up for a face off. Face off one by the Wildcats to the point. Shot blocked by Kruzich. Puck goes to Lecuyer. Lecuyer shot from outside. That trickles out the other side. Doesn't go into the net. A nice hard shot by Lecuyer. Puck's dumped down. And that should go for icing. That's waved off. Tripped up in the corner is Pasma. Kruzich will pick it up. Move it up the boards to Lecuyer. Lecuyer throws it to the far side. Where Pasma's going. Pasma tries to center. Sits there for Langis. Langis takes a swipe at it. But it's covered by the Windsor goaltender. Face off, one to the corner. Wildcats try and clear. Makokis is there. She throws the puck towards the net. Peddle behind the net, working with Aquino, trying to get that puck out. Peddle tries to center, comes on Aquino's stick. Aquino will step out to Makokis. Makokis shoots and scores. That'll be her first goal of the year. Aquino will pick that puck up. Nice movement, puck behind the net, came out to Makokis. Makokis, a nice low, hard shot. Puts it bottom, blocker side. It's 8-1. Puck fired in by McDonald, comes out all the way the other side. Mississauga will regroup in the middle. Wildcats jump on that. McDonald's quick to stop that. Mazi will get that puck just outside the zone. And that'll be an offside call. .5:23 to play, 8-1 Mississauga. Puck goes far side. Chipped up the boards.
Mississauga Hurricanes goal scored by number 71, Sophia, assisted by number 10, Olivia Aquino, and by number 12, Kasey Peddle. Time the goal 5 minutes, 45 seconds.
Fabro circles up top. Backhand to the front of the net. Makokis can't get to that. Fabro along the boards. Kruzich gloves that puck down. And the Wildcats win it back. Go try to do a DG. Makokis there. She centers a puck. It's the goalie. Kruzich to Pasma. Pasma with a shot and a blocker save. Makokis out of the corner. Backhand shot. That goes wide. Puck played to the point. Groins will make a nice move around the player. Has some room. Goes to the front. Takes a shot and a blocker stop. She'll take down her home rebound. Far side. She'll spin back. Goes back towards the net. Backhand shot and another nice stop of the goalie. The Groins, 2 glorious chances. Puck along the boards. Pasma will come out with it. She's got some room. She'll skate it up. Drops it for Kruzich. Kruzich goes to the middle. She'll spin. Throws it to the middle of the ice. Wildcats are there. They'll turn it back the other way. They get the red line. Soja hard into the corner. On the far side. She'll spin. Zunn. Over to Ho. Skate it down the side. The red line. She'll flip it down to the far end. Wildcats go to the other side quickly, and they're able to chip it out. And then Zunn will turn it back the other way. Theron throws it back to Soja. Up the boards. Ho's there to keep that puck in. It'll come out just outside the blue line. McDonald goes in. She cuts towards the net, throws the puck, and it goes wide. Back to the point. Ho on her backhand tries to keep that puck in. Sits there, gets thrown back in the corner. Soja there. Back to the point. Ho with some room. Gets the middle. Takes the shot. That's deflected. Right to Soja. Soja deflects on the pad. It comes right back to her, and she buries one. 9-1 Mississauga. 2:29 to play. Puck comes to the side. In the middle. Kruzich with it. Chasing down the Wildcat player. Peddle. Langis with it. Makokis goes to the far side. Points.
Assisted by number 62, Kika, and by number 71, Sophia. Time and goal 2 minutes, 29 seconds.
Makokis and Ho drawing assists on that last Mississauga goal. Puck fired, far side. Loins. She'll go back, throw it up the boards. Lecuyer will chip it to Langis. Langis can't get a handle on it. In front of the net. Centered by the Wildcats, but picked off. And Lecuyer will go wide to Peddle. Peddle dances on the far side. She'll go wide. Playing that puck behind the net. Tries to throw it to front. Mazi hits her skate from the neutral zone. Turn back the other way. Pasma with some room. She'll skate it in. Tries to cut across. And a shot by Aquino. Stopped by the goalie. Puck comes to the point. Shot. Sits in the crease. Pasma with it again at the point. Drops over to Ho. Ho will drag it across. She's got some room. Back to Pasma. Pasma with a shot. Blocker into the corner. 39 seconds to go. Maria out to the point. Ho with a shot. She scores. Ho with her first goal. That's 10. (10-1), 33 seconds left in the third. Mississauga pouring it on here in the third period. 5 goals. Puck up the middle. McDonald cuts that off. They're going for one more rush. Beforehand, Kruzich trying to get the hat trick. Kruzich puts it to the middle. Hard shot by Makokis. Mazi with an assist on the last goal. And 5 seconds left to go. Makokis with it behind her own net. She'll hold it there. Let the time run out. That'll do it. Mississauga breaks their losing streak with a big 10-1 win over the Southwest Wildcats.